packing my bag. I'm packing my bag on guard.
Yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I push you the pain. I'm laughing at some of my...
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's good for 7 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. Give now to the running back. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On first down, here's Daniels. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Gets this to Fant. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels connects with Fant. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal. They'll hand it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First tone of the game for James Cook. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Warren running between the tackles. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They kick the running back in motion. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. He's got it near the 8. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! 40! At the 20! And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2 points.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for him, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This is hauled in by Atwell. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. McCarthy to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And take him down right along the 30. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, McCarthy. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. He finds Fant. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a pickup of 26. And the Commanders will have a first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. He's got a man left. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now give left side. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 16, Vikings 6.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
McCarthy trying again on second down. Lays out left side and gets it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 47. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. McCarthy looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's go now. 19 Charger.
On first down, they'll... Massive hit! The ball is out! It's picked up by the Vikings, going the other way!
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete out to the right. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 21. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And he takes this one back for the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Vikings 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. That's complete to Jackson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. McCarthy to throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Daniels on 1st down. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
From the 27. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
From the red zone now. A throw right side, caught by Olave. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Let's go now. Lightning 18. Go.
Back to throw it. Trying for the deep ball. And they pick him off again. And the Commanders are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Man in motion here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Putting a receiver in motion.
Hey, Craig.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels. Gets this to Fant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Washington touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Viking 6.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This is hauled in by Atwell. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down, ball at the 36. Another one for Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
They've got a man in motion. McCarthy operating from the pistol. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's McCarthy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. McCarthy to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Has him on the quick hitter.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Back to the air, McCarthy. He's got time. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Pass is caught at the 9. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings lower the deficit they face. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Slot man motioned over. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Play fake here, Daniels. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Again, Daniels to the air. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
2nd and 4. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Washington. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 10, McCarthy. He's looking deep once again, and they pick him off again. And the Commanders get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Come on. Hey. Go.
Daniels from the pistol. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cut 19, cut 19.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Vikings have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. Warren's got it. Complete. Well, 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Rolling left, buying some time. The ball is out! And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy.
And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Vikings electing not to kick it. The offense staying out there. They're going for 2. It's caught. And he is into the end zone for 2. So that right there turns this into a 3-score game. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. 3 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds a man right side. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Daniels on 1st down. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Daniels to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. Incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running back sent in motion. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Searches from the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. McCarthy throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
McCarthy trying again on second down. And they take him down right along the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Minnesota spends its second time out here. Still one more in their pocket to use. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. McCarthy to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings trail by 23 now.
Sanders set to kick off.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Kickoff taken at the 13. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Hand off to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying the right side. And he's brought down for a loss. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. leave. She get away. She get away. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She get away. She get away. She get away. She get away.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road. At the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I sit on the corner and shook my, yeah, I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip.